Hey everyone, S-Dub Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new Marvel video here in the channel. I would like to stop and take the time to rank all 13 Disney Plus TV series for Marvel, ranked from the worst to the best. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of all 13 Disney Plus Marvel series, ranked from the worst to the best, just like me, or you could just do your favorite. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into our ranking. Kicking off my list at number 13 has got to go to I Am Groot. Now, this is one of the series that I'm not very excited for. Every other series that's on this list, I'm excited for it at some degree. But for this series, I just feel like, nah, I'll just skip it. Now, I think that I would be on board if it was animated, but I think they're talking about live-action Baby Groot, and I don't know about that. They also described it as some other unusual friends are going to come into the mix, and really, I'm just not really itching to see a Baby Groot series, because Baby Groot was not even my favorite Groot, and he wasn't even the best part of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so I really don't see how I would interpret this series, and I don't know, man, this series just does not look that good to me. Coming in at number 12 for me has got to go to IronHeart. Now, I'm a little bit excited for IronHeart. I've seen some of her inside of the cartoons like Spider-Man and also like I think the Marvel Heroes Rising or something like that. It's on Disney XD. I've seen it on Disney Plus a lot. But I'm really not that itching to see a IronHeart show. I mean, this show is being described as Riri Williams. They already got the casting. So it's being described as Riri Williams. She's having a more advanced suit than Iron Man. And to me, it just feels like with them announcing Armor Wars at the same event, it just feels like those two shows should just be put together instead of them being two different shows. So they also said that this show will lead into the movies. And really, I'm just having a hard time believing that I will ever get behind this show because, yeah, they announced the casting. Yes, it's great that they're getting more diverse castings and getting more diverse characters. But really, it just feels like they're trying to make every original main Avenger a female counterpart. Not Black Widow, counting out Black Widow, but it feels like every other original Avenger in Phase 4 and Phase 5, they're going to be replaced by a female counterpart. And I don't know about that, but hopefully IronHeart will be good, but I'm just not that excited because mainly I like Miles Morales more than Riri Williams, and I don't even know much about her. Coming in at number 11 for me has got to go to SheHulk. Now, I am very, very excited for SheHulk. This is actually one of the shows that I will be checking out day one because, I mean, it's SheHulk. I mean, we have a Hulk show. We can't get a Hulk movie, but we have a Hulk show, and also Abomination is coming into mix. That raises my hype levels a lot more. But all in all, we've had nothing about this show. I don't know the actress that's playing her. I'm not familiar with her. So really, I don't know what to make of this show because is she already going to be She-Hulk or does she turn into She-Hulk? Will Hulk have to give up his blood to her? I don't know how they're going to do this, but I think overall, I'm fairly excited for She-Hulk, and what they tease, it seems like maybe Daredevil might be having a play inside of this series. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it seems like they're going to have some more superheroes. They're going to have some more heroes from the movies coming to this show if they need lawyer help. And maybe she might be Spider-Man's lawyer. Who knows? But at the same time, I'm just really not itching to see another show, just like IronHeart, another show where our original Avenger, the Hulk, is replaced by a female counterpart. And that's what they're marketing this show as. They're marketing it as She-Hulk. They're not telling me what the character is and how she reacts to this entire world or what her personality is. It's just She-Hulk, and she's a lawyer, a 6-foot-tall lawyer, and she's trying to make her way inside of the lawyer business. That's what I'm seeing from their marketing of this show. But overall, I am still pretty excited because I liked her in Agents of Smash. Kicking off my top 10 list has got to go to Armor Wars. Don Cheadle is back again, and this series is being described as what if Tony Stark's worst fear came to life when his armor, his technology falls into the wrong hands. And I feel like this is a storyline that was inside of Iron Man 2. That storyline is in there. What if the technology falls into the wrong person's hands? And I feel like that would have been a great story arc for Tony Stark. But giving it to Rhodey, it has me interested. I am very intrigued by what they're going to do with this. And also bringing back Don Cheadle, I think that would be cool. But all in all, I am very much excited for Armor Wars. But it's still kind of a weird concept when you don't have Tony Stark. At number 9, I have Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner is back again as Clint Barton, and I am very much excited for this. The series is described as Kate Bishop, a new archer, is going to be working with Clint Barton, which I am very much excited for. I've seen some set photos. The set photos look awesome. That costume, one of the best costumes in MCU. I just can't wait to see it on screen. But the only reason why it's this far back is because we don't know much about it. We know that it's coming out late next year, so that's great. But at the same time, I'm really more interested in what they're going to do with Clint Barton instead of Kate Bishop, because that's the main thing that people are focusing on in these set photos. But they're not focusing on what are they doing with Clint Barton. Why did they make a Hawkeye show? And that's what I want to know. I want to know, why are they making a Hawkeye show? Why is Hawkeye getting his own show? Because he basically works more, just like with Black Widow. They don't really need their own movies. They don't really need their own show, because the mystery of their origins is what makes them great characters to me. So when you give Hawkeye his own show, what are you going to do with that? Why is he getting his own show? Are you just giving him his own show just to hype up Kate Bishop so then he can pass the baton to another female counterpart of our original Avengers? Why are you giving us a Hawkeye show? So that's the question that I really want to be answered. But at the same time, I'm still very much excited for another Archer show. Arrow ended earlier this year, so I'm just very much excited to get another Archer show. And hopefully, it doesn't have to be as dark as Arrow, but I really want them to be as violent as he was in Avengers Endgame with that beginning scene with him fighting Yakuza. I really want to see another scene with just a Ronin character, like a ninja. I want to see Clint Barton be a ninja again. So I'm just very much excited for Hawkeye, but at the same time, I still want those questions answered. Coming in at number 8 for me has got to go to the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Now, really, let's get on with the negatives right now. Does this seem like it's going to be a spoof, or is this actually going to be a real holiday special set inside of the MCU for the Guardians of the Galaxy? And honestly, I feel like it's a good idea to have the Guardians do a holiday special instead of the Avengers. I don't think that team would be the people that would do it, but I feel like put in Thor. I think that this will be just a great special, and probably one of the most fun things on this list. So I'm very hyped for this one. As someone who didn't see the Star Wars Holiday Special, but did see the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, Disney Plus doesn't really have a track record with holiday specials. Noel, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, and also the High School Musical, the series Holiday Special, those did not meet my expectations as I would like them to be, and I haven't even seen Noel yet. I know a lot of people hated that one, but I feel like with the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, it could just be fun and festive and actually have a lot to say about their family. Coming in at number 7 for me has got to go to What If. What If is premiering in the middle of the summer of next year, and I'm fairly much excited for it. Now, What If was always my high anticipated shows for Disney Plus, mainly because it's an interesting concept. And seeing the trailer, it really didn't show me anything new. It already showed me what I was getting myself into. So I'm just going to keep this one short because I know what I'm getting myself into. The animation looks great. It's an interesting concept. I can't wait to hear Chadwick Boseman's voice again in his last performance. But I still feel like, okay, you're marketing this show as What If. We get that. What if? The name implies that these characters are going to be switching out their origin stories. So show me a trailer that shows me something different about this. Is it going to be canon? Is it not going to be canon? Is the world kind of warped by a different reality, just like Elseworlds? What is going on? But instead, in the trailer, they showed me what I already knew was going to happen. Now, like I said, I'm fairly much excited for it. The animation looks great. I know a lot of people have criticisms about it, but I personally love the animation. And I just can't wait to see these actors from the movies return to play their voices on the small screen for these animated episodes. So I just can't wait to see this show. But all in all, yeah, it's an interesting concept. I just need something new. At number 6, I have Loki. Loki was a show that I was always very skeptical of, mainly because, yeah, they killed him off in Infinity War, which was great to me because I felt like that perfectly ended off his arc. He's been killed 3 times inside of the MCU, and then they brought him back again for a TV show. And that's one of the things that was kind of mixed to me, because why would you kill him off just to bring him back in a TV show? In Avengers Endgame, the biggest movie for the MCU, the biggest movie ever in the history of cinema, you guys paused to keep the camera on Loki and watch him disappear to go to a spin-off, Loki. I was very skeptical of that. You just undercut the dramatic elements of Infinity War by bringing this character back. But when they showed me the trailer at Disney's Investor Day, I loved it. I loved this trailer. What they were saying about it being a crime thriller, I loved it. I saw hints of little heists in there. I saw hints of eerie and creepy stuff going on. It had like this creepy vibe, but it didn't feel campy. It looked silly, but it didn't feel campy. And just the overall show just won me over. So I'm very much excited for Loki now, and it has gone up on my anticipation. Real quick, before I get into my top 5 list, I like to take the time to say that if you are a fan of Marvel, which you probably are, that's why you're watching this video, click that playlist up above for everything Marvel related that I have on my channel. Also, if you are a fan of the DCEU, I am doing a DCEU rewatch on my podcast. It's called The Regular Podcast, and that link is always in the description and in the comment section, and we will be uploading Aquaman this week tomorrow. Like, comment, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into my top 5. Kicking off my top 5 list has got to go to Ms. Marvel. Now, just like Loki, I did not know what to make of this show before the casting dropped, before anything. And then when they dropped the sizzle reel, I was like, okay, now I know where they're going with this series and this show, because it seems as though they're going in a more family route, more personal, deeper side of things of the MCU, and that's what I really enjoy, because the only time that we really got something like that inside of the MCU was with the Guardians movies. And only inside of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 where they actually portrayed that perfectly well. So when going inside of the series, I can see that they're trying to take a more personal, more deeper route of something that we haven't seen inside of the MCU. And that's what I'm very excited for. My criticism was, we already have a teenage superhero in Spider-Man. Why do we need another one? But I can totally see why they're bringing her inside of the MCU. And also, they want to introduce Inhumans. And Ms. Marvel inside of the comics is an Inhuman. So I just can't wait to see that. I know a lot of people are overlooking that, but Ms. Marvel is an Inhuman, and it seems as though they're trying to bring in an Inhuman for the MCU. So I just can't wait to see this show, and it seems like it's just going to be a blast, a breath of fresh air, and it looks like they are going to give Ms. Marvel a great show, especially with the diversity of the cast and the crew. Coming in at number 4 for me has got to go to Secret Invasion. This thing just has my interest peaked to the highest level. I'm just ready to see what they have in store for us, because it's not even just hype, it's just interest. I want to see how is this going to play out. Obviously, you got to have Ms. Marvel in there. Obviously, you got to have Captain Marvel in there. Obviously, Nick Fury is going to be in there. He's going to have a big role, so I just can't wait to see that. I'm just ready to see who are actually Skrulls and who haven't been Skrulls. Like, I want to know, how long have the Skrulls been here? I mean, we know from Captain Marvel, like, the Skrulls are out there, but how long? Who inside of the MCU is actually a Skrull and who's not? That's something that's always interested me about this storyline. And as Kevin Feige said, this has the potential to rival Civil War as the biggest crossover for Marvel Comics, and I think that this proves it. Obviously, this is just going to be a big crossover event for the small screen, and maybe it could even rival the Arrowverses. Kicking off my top 3 list has got to go to Moon Knight. I'm very much excited for Moon Knight because I don't know much about him. Like, literally, I've seen pictures and what I've seen from Ultimate Spider-Man. That's what I'm going off of, and it seems like Moon Knight is going to be a very interesting character inside of the MCU. From the YouTube videos that I've seen on Moon Knight, it seems as though he is the top Marvel character that needs his own movie, and I'm glad that they're giving him a show, because this is basically the MCU version of Batman. It seems as though what they're describing the show to be is going to have some more Egyptian agriculture, which is something that we've never seen inside of MCU. We've seen Wakandan, we've seen African, we've seen basically American, but we haven't seen more cultures inside of the MCU, and I'm glad they're bringing in Pakistani and also Egyptian cultures inside of the MCU, because I like that diversity that they're going for. But also, the main draw to this is the fact that this character, he's not just like Bruce Wayne Batman. He's similar. They have their similarities, but this character has 3 personalities that are battling to be the one person. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm just saying a vigilante show inside of the MCU could work, and I think it should work with this character, especially what they did with Daredevil on Netflix. I feel like they should take some influences from that to make this show just one of the most hype shows on Disney Plus. My runner-up at number 2 has got to go to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You can check out that trailer reaction up above, because I was hype for this TV series. This was going to be the first Disney Plus series. Now it's the second, but at the same time, I'm just happy that we're finally going to get it next year. And this trailer did not disappoint me. It seems like they're going in a Winter Soldier style action way with the spy thriller. It also seems like they're going in a more bad boy style with the way the camera is looking inside of the trailer. It seems like this is a fully fledged movie, and that's what Kevin Feige described it as. It's going to be a fully fledged MCU film just split up into 6 episodes, and I am loving everything that they're talking about this series. But it seems like a safe bet. And obviously, I know that safe bets, they work out for Marvel. Another Captain America movie, that works. Spider-Man movie, that works. Ant-Man movie, that works. That's a safe bet. But when you're doing a series like this, yeah, it's a safe bet. I mean, it's another safe bet. I mean, we like the dynamics between Falcon and Bucky inside of the movies. Why not put them in their own buddy cop show? So that's what I'm very excited about, but also it just seems like a safe bet. But that's not really a big criticism, but it is a criticism nonetheless. So I think that they're going a little bit too safe with this, but at the same time, it looks like they're taking some risks with it. But all in all, I'm just very much excited for this series. And obviously, as you can tell from that trailer reaction, it just looks great to me. But coming in at my number 1, it has got to go to WandaVision. Again, this is my highly anticipated show for Disney Plus. I mean, it was going to be my highly anticipated show before it even went to January 15th, because you can check out that ranking up above where I did it on the regular podcast. But I am very much excited for this show because it just looks so weird and so mysterious. It freaked me out. Literally, in the trailer reaction, I freaked out. I was like, I'm freaking out because I don't know what's real and I don't know what's not. They're talking about somebody's doing this to Wanda, but I don't know, man. From actually thinking about it, maybe Wanda is the one that's doing this and she's manipulating the people on the other side to believe that someone's doing this to her, and that's why she's telling Vision, let's fight for her home, because maybe Vision is not even there. Those are just my little speculations, but I am very much excited for this series, mainly because it just looks like a risk. It looks like they're taking big risks with this. It looks so weird, but at the same time, it feels like they're doing something new with the genre, and I love that. I love the fact that they're doing something new. So I just can't wait to see this series come January 15th. I'm going to be there opening night because this series looks so good. It looks so weird, freaky, but also it looks new. So that's what I'm very much excited for the most. So WandaVision has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that was it for my ranking. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list, it was just my list. And you're free to comment down below your ranking of all 13 Disney Plus Marvel shows announced at the Disney's Investors Day, ranked from the worst to the best just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to join us tomorrow for the Aquaman DCEU rewatch. See you guys next. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.